9 trains, 9 loops. Part 2. Nothing up my sleeve. 9-train wooden track layout. Initiative provided by Caleb Matthews. Designed by Gary Schick. Video by Gary Schick. June 2025. This is the second episode in a 3-part video featuring 9 electric trains moving at the same time across a complex wooden track layout. In Part 1, it must be done with mirrors. We watched the trains and enjoyed a train adventure. If you did not watch Part 1, do that now. Then come back and watch this second episode afterwards. In this second episode, Part 2. Nothing up my sleeve. We hope to show you that there is more to this layout than meets the eye. You will learn why the episodes have their names, and if you watch carefully, you may see some unexpected trickery. Later, you may want to see the final video of this series, Part 3, Hocus Pocus. What might you learn when you watch this video? If you pay close attention, you may be able to answer questions like this. Describe the fastest train route or routes for a passenger located at Northwest Station to get to South Central Station, assuming trains are present at all platforms at Northwest Station. A train loop or train circuit is a route traveled that causes a train to repeatedly pass the same locations along the track. In a simple loop, the train is traveling the same direction each time any given location is passed. In crossing and reversing loops, the train arrives repeatedly at any given location, not always in the same direction, but eventually in the initial direction. In the photo to the right, the train route is marked with a red stripe to make it easier to see the loop that the train can travel. So that we are clear about loop circuit routes, here are some animations illustrating the fundamental shape of the path of a simple loop, a crossing loop, and a reversing loop. The 9-train, 9-loop layout uses simple loops and crossing loops. A reversing loop probably does not exist in this layout, even if we change the mechanical switch settings. Most loops cross over or under other tracks, but one loop is known to be a crossing loop because it clearly crosses over itself. Many of the loops travel over large portions of the layout. The layout shown occupies an area approximately 18 feet by 11 feet. The layout was built to include features that make the operation of electric battery trains practical and interesting. Trains, routes, and stations. In the photo to the right, the route numbers are labeled along the tracks. There are 9 train routes when mechanical switches are set as needed. Route numbers. Every route has a route number. Even number routes, 2, 4, 6, 8, are clockwise oriented. Odd number routes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, are counterclockwise. A train has been assigned to each route. So, route numbers also identify each train. Stations and platforms. The Lego structures in the photo are train stations along the routes. Every train route has at least 2 stations. All train stations have multiple platforms, and trains always enter and leave stations near platforms. Trains can enter the same station multiple times on a route. When trains arrive at the same station multiple times, some of the arrivals may be near different platforms, even platforms at different levels. The first group of 3 trains is shown to the right. Route 1 has train length 3. Colors: orange, orange, red. Route 2 has train length 4. Colors: red, 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 red. Route 3 has train length 3, red, yellow, yellow. The second group of 3 trains is shown to the right. Route 4 has train length 3. Colors: white, gray, blue. Route 5 has train length 3. Colors, yellow, yellow, yellow. Route 6 has train length 3. Colors, yellow, white, white. The third and last group of 3 trains is shown to the right. Route 7 has train length 3. Colors, white, white, white. Route 8 has train length 3. Colors blue, blue, blue. Route 9 has train length 4. Colors white, white, red, white. 7 stations are in the layout. All 7 stations have multiple platforms. Most stations have platforms on multiple levels. Only 1 station has just 1 level. The stations are named by location. Find a station location using the orientation key. The orientation key illustration is shown in the top left. We use this key to locate stations and create the station name to match. For example, the picture bottom left highlights West Central Station, where 4 routes enter on 3 levels. There are 4 stations in central areas of the layout, shown here. Routes 4 and 7 platform in 2 of the 4 central stations. Route 9 platforms at 3 central stations and platforms at East Central Station twice. Routes 1, 2, 5, and 8 only platform in just 1 of the central stations, but also platform in peripheral stations. I thought about building an 8th station, North Central, to provide riders a connection between Route 5 and Route 8, and to provide riders access in that area. There are 3 peripheral stations, routes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9, all platform at the peripheral Southwest Station. Route 2 and 5 platform at Southwest Station and at different central stations from each other. Route 4 platforms at Southwest Station and 2 central stations. Routes 1, 3, 7, 9 platform at Southwest and Northwest stations. Routes 6 and 8 are the 2 routes that do not arrive at the peripheral Southwest Station. Instead, Route 6 platforms at 3 stations, the 2 peripheral stations, Northwest and Northeast, and at West Central Station. Route 8 platforms at peripheral Northwest Station and at West Central Station. Route 9 visits 5 of the 7 stations in the layout, omitting only Northwest and South Central stations. This Track Features slide describes important track components that make routes both operational and interesting. Elevated track. 3 levels of track are shown in the photo. The bottom level is Level 1. The vertical ramps are called ascending track, and these allow a train to ascend or descend from a level. Track supports are used to elevate the track. Level crossing. The layout contains 45-degree and 90-degree level crossings. Level crossings are dangerous if 2 trains enter the intersection at the same time. Elevated crossing. Elevated crossings are safe because trains travel over or under other train tracks. Elevated crossings involve 2 or more tracks at multiple levels. Mechanical switch. Every route has at least 1 exit accessible at a mechanical switch. Switches alter the route direction to travel straight or curved. The photo shows a straight setting. In this video, switch settings do not change once trains are in motion. Merge track. Merge tracks have 2 entrances, straight and curved, in addition to a single exit onto straight track. A train entering either entrance and leaving at the exit completes a forward merge. Tricky track. Although track sections are supposed to be made in standard sizes, there are components made that differ substantially from these standards. The photos to the right are just a few examples of the many variations to the standards. The reasons for the variations are unclear, but we sometimes find an unexpected variation to be useful. When you get a chance, look carefully at the photos and see if you can find any non-standard components. Mechanical switch configuration. The setting of the mechanical switches creates the conditions needed for the creation of one or more routes. The switch setting chart and switch location diagram to the left shows the settings required to have 9 independent loop routes in the layout. An independent route is a route where another train cannot travel head-on or rear-end the train on the route, regardless of train speeds. A visualization aid. Can you identify the trains and routes and determine when each of the trains completes a loop? The table to the right provides a home station name and a description for each train, which can help with identification. Let's watch the video and then see if you can answer my questions. Now, we will see if you were paying attention. Do you know which 5 trains are visible in this photo, excluding the red engine on a siding in the bottom right corner? Watch the trains in motion traveling in the layout for the next 2.5 minutes. See if you can answer 10 questions while watching. First, how many trains are in motion? Second, how many trains complete loop routes? Third, how many trains pass through at least 2 different train stations? Fourth question, how many trains pass through more than 3 train stations? Fifth, which routes have a train that accesses elevation levels 1, 2, and 3? Sixth, which trains are in danger of impact with another train, and where does the danger exist in the routes? Seventh, which trains can access a siding, and how would this happen? Eighth, which train is the fastest? Ninth, which train is the slowest? 10th, which route requires the train to travel the farthest before completing a loop? For extra credit, when the video ends, answer these 2 questions. First, identify either the layout location or the switch number of a potential exit from a route. Identify the route numbers impacted if that exit switch was set to allow a train to break out of the existing route. Second, describe the fastest train route or routes for a passenger located at Northwest Station to get to South Central Station. For this question, assume the trains are present at all platforms at Northwest Station. Summary. Identify station names. Wherever there are trains are at a platform in the photo to the right, locate the next station to be entered by each train in the photo. Identify any significant difference between this layout photo and previously shown photos and video. Teaser. We will discuss an important secret difference in this photo and in the previous video segment when you watch the next episode. Part 3. Hocus Pocus.